Hey everyone, welcome to another daily video in this series of My True Self, which is helping you to bring attention to that shadow self, the things that we like to keep hidden so that you can bring them into awareness and own them so you can really feel your most truest and authentic self and more confident in your own skin. Today's video, I'm talking about why we tend to have so many problems, and the reason for this is often our focus goes into the wrong space. Do you find yourself always having relationship problems or work issues or family issues? Look, we all do. We absolutely do. But what are these issues that keep presenting? Are there patterns in these things that keep presenting? Do you feel like you keep attracting the same relationship, or do you find that the same problem keeps cropping up? You might feel like I always attract the same person, the same sort of relationship with the person that takes advantage of me, or I always attract someone who's really needy or someone who's really high maintenance. What is it that in that situation that you feel like is just the same problem over and over again? What about in a work sense? It's a certain client. You always have these clients who seem to be really rude to you. Do you find that you're always getting angry and very reactive over the same sorts of things at work? Do you always feel like your ideas aren't taken on board? Or do you feel like you're always passed up for promotions or bonuses? Or family issues. Do you always feel like the same conflict is arising? You feel like you're constantly misunderstood, or the same issue keeps cropping up. Really paying attention to this. Like I said, we all have problems, but we tend to be given the same problem in a different form until we learn its lesson. And this is where the shadow work comes into play, because it really asks us to look at ourselves and not the problem. So normally we're looking externally, we're going, oh, why is this person so aggravating? And why is this person in the relationship always so needy? We're looking at externalizing that problem. If this same problem keeps cropping up, it's time to look at numero uno. And it's a really good insight into opening up that shadow, looking at the stuff that, like, why am I someone that is attracting this? When we start looking at our external problems as a mirror to our internal state, then we actually start to make progress with these things. So a good way to look at this is to look at your problems as reflections of yourself. So when things are happening that are really frustrating you, or you feel like it's the same old story, asking or looking at that situation of, how can this teach me something? What is the lesson that I'm needing to learn here? Why am I attracting this over and over again? What is this here to help me with? How is this actually a good thing? What am I missing? What am I not seeing that I need to change? How can I do something differently? And asking ourselves these questions allow us to see, what is it that is happening inside that we need to work on? Why is it that we are kind of attracting that same problem, in a different form? It can be difficult. It is difficult because we're taking ownership over our actions, what we do, and saying maybe we could do something a little bit differently. Again, this is going to trigger the ego, because the ego doesn't like to be challenged. It doesn't like to be wrong. It likes to have control. It's going to resist. It's going to resist that idea that maybe I could do something differently. So be prepared for that. But when you're doing the shadow work, it's about owning that, recognizing when your ego is getting in the way, recognizing maybe this is something I'm needing to change. Maybe this is something I am creating. Is this problem a reflection of something I can change? So, that's just the start of it. But I hope this has given you a little bit of insight into, maybe some things that keep cropping up in your life. Maybe there's something that's trying to tell you. Where is there some sort of leeway for change within yourself? If you want to know more, or you want to, if this is something you particularly want to work through, please get in contact. Or if you just want to ask me a question, please do that as well. If you've come this far, please give the video a like, or tag anyone you think may benefit from it. Otherwise, I hope that you have enjoyed it and have a great day.